It took me 14 months to get my first international client. Now, when I even say this sounds so funny, but at that time, I was literally shitting, man. Like, what is happening? Because every time I reach out to a prospect, I do something, it was always ending with, we'll get back to you, or they were just ghosting me. And I didn't realize, like, what am I doing wrong? Like, my domestic market was fine at that time. Like, I was like, I have clients, I have work. Like, why are you not willing to take a shot on me? Then I figured out, like, what I was doing wrong. And today I'm gonna share that only. The first mistake that I did was, I thought that I was busy. Like, I was very busy. I was a very busy person at that time. And I was like, being busy is equals to progress, because that's what I have seen with the people in private sectors or even in the government sectors. Like, when a person is busy, baseline is they are doing work and they don't have time, right? Turns out when Vaibhav did his calculation, I was not actually that busy. I was busy in scrolling, multitasking and doing 10 things at a time, but I wasn't getting one single thing done. So I was like, okay, Vaibhav, we need to do concentrated effort on this thing, because we are not putting in actually the time we think. Like, I was sitting on the laptop for 8 hours and I was actually working for 3 hours. Rest 5 were like unaccounted for. So when after 8 hours I was just writing down like what all I did today, I was like, there. And then the list ended. I was like, to do this, it took me this much time. And then I figured out the root cause. That's why I'm a very big fan of pen and paper and writing and jotting things down, because they show you a complete reflection of what you really are. It's kind of a mirror that you can't lie from. How can you lie to yourself? How can I write something that I didn't actually do? And I was like, I did it. You can't do that, right? You can't lie to your own self. Maybe you can do it to the world. That was the first thing. The second one was, I was waiting to be perfect. Like, I wanted my portfolio to be just so top notch. I wanted it to be 100%. I never actually satisfied for 80%. That's a good thing when you are delivering results to the client. But when you are actually trying to go to the client and close the deal, this is a bad thing. I realized it much later on. I was like, I'm perfecting everything. But if no one is going to land on this particular thing, what is the point of perfecting it? So why not we just go with what it is, how it is, and then we can do the refinements later on. Because I'm telling you, you are never fully ready. Nothing is ever perfect. There's always a scope for improvement and to improve from what you earlier were. Like right now, if you see my first video and if you see this video and the video you will see 1 month later, everything just keeps on progressing. You see yourself, you will keep on progressing. So the perfection loop was what I was stuck in for the longest period of time as well. Then I went on to my call recordings for the third pointer and I was like, what is going wrong here, Vaibhav? And then I started to put myself in the client's place and I was like, damn, this guy knows nothing. Even though he has the results, he knows nothing out of talk. And I was talking about efforts. Trust me, there was a time I used to talk about efforts, not results. Efforts. I am what? I am hardworking. I will put in more hours. All this sounds so funny right now. But at that time I was like, I'm very hardworking. I'm a team player. I'll get on in. I'll just do the work. I'll agree. I'll be available later. Right now, like, dude, what about the results? This guy will pay you for the results you are gonna bring him in. So you are not even talking about the results. You need to talk about the results. And that was like, oh man, I messed up. Then I started sorting that out as well. And from here on, the next pointer came into play. And that was, once the call was done, the client had nothing to do. Literally, I had nothing to do. I was like, but if we talk, there should be something I should send to this guy, no? I should send something. I should follow up. I should say, thank you for your time. You did this, you did that. And here I was like, call done. He'll tell me. He will not tell you, idiot. He'll not tell you. He'll just wait for you to reach out to him because he's the client. He's like, I'm gonna pay this guy. Why is he not reaching out? Call was, everything was fine. So I had no step or no process after the call. So I needed to do that as well. I needed to fix it. And then I fixed that. And then things got a little bit better. One more thing that I did was I was using these fancy words. And there was nothing, like I was chasing big words. Like, what do you expect from a person who just passed out college, who's in the first or second year of the college? And like, what do you expect me to do? Like, the teachers taught me that only, that what school and colleges taught us. Expand the thing, write an essay, say this thing in detail. But in real world, it doesn't work like that. In real world, you need to speak clearly in as less words as possible. There was no point of throwing those heavy words in there that had no meaning. Now, right now, if somebody throws those words on me, I'm like, let me tell you, we'll stop the work. Let me just tell you what you are doing wrong here so that you don't do it again. And then during the last phase, when I was just about to quit this entire saga. I was like, you know what, Vaibhav? We are the fine. These markets, these international clients, they are dumb. They have nothing. These markets are not good. It's hard to penetrate into these markets. But then I started thinking that what if I am wrong? Well, I can't be wrong, because if I was right, no one else that I knew at that point, they would also have not gotten any clients, right? But they were having clients. I was lagging behind. So I was like, no, Vaibhav, you are the problem. You are doing something wrong. And that is the best trait I've ever picked in my career, that I don't blame the odds anymore. That was the last time I did it. Now everything, even if the client leaves for something or the other, I keep it on blaming myself. Like, I hold myself accountable for anything or everything that happens in my life, even if it was in my control or it wasn't in my control. That helps me. Not necessarily to help you, but yeah, I was like just blaming the market. I was like, what is the point? There's no point. And then I figured out all these things. Then I started sorting them one by one, and then the calls actually turned out to be way better. The post-call flow was better. My portfolio got more better over time. If you want to check it out, it's in the description. You can check it out. Really, please do check out my portfolio, man. Tell me what do you think about it. Come on, like, okay, I'm in here 8 years, but most of the times the best suggestions I've got is from somebody who's not from my industry, who's not at the same years of experience I'm operating at. Like, my brother was just in his first year. He was like, bro, you're working for 4 years, your portfolio, I think this can be done better. And I was like, yeah, sure thing. Let me just do it right now. Let's work like that. So, okay, so do take a look at my portfolio. It's vaibv.com. You'll find it in the description. You'll find all the links in the description for all relevant things. Vaibhav has got you covered for everything, because now you know Vaibhav was a mess up at one time, and all the things that Vaibhav was doing wrong, that you would also be doing wrong. So I'm telling you, it's fine. Messing up is absolutely fine. Unless you sort out that mess, it's fine. Because messing up and making mistakes is the only way to know you are actually doing something. Only those people drown who are trying to swim, right? And eventually they don't even drown that much. They just get back up and they just keep on swimming. The one who is sitting at the shore, sitting and shitting at the shore, who is just calling you words or doing things like that, that doesn't matter, man. You just need to go out, do the work. Mistakes are fine. Alright, you have me. I'm just one DM away. Whatever it is that is bothering you, write in the comment or do a DM to me on LinkedIn, connect with me there or email me. I'm there, man. You just tell me what is it that you need help with. I'll do that. I'll give that direction to you, and you're sorted. You're sorted. My entire existence on YouTube is for that reason, that no one else has to go through the things I went through, because it sounds stupid at this point of time, but I'm telling you, at one point of time, I was literally losing my sleep over all these pointers, and now I'm laughing at it. So that's how time works, man. That's it for this video. Thanks for being my guest, and have a good one.